In the heart of Japan's wilderness stands Mount Kuroshima, a towering peak veiled in mist and steeped in legend. The mountain is whispered about in hushed tones among locals, a place where the spirits of the ancient forest and those lost to its treacherous paths are said to roam. Few dare to venture near, for tales abound of eerie apparitions and unsettling encounters that defy rational explanation. One crisp autumn day, driven by equal parts curiosity and youthful bravado, my friends, Ayumi, Takashi, Yuki, and myself, decided to embark on an expedition to hike Mount Kuroshima. Equipped with backpacks filled with provisions and a sense of adventure, we set out at dawn from the small village nestled at the mountain's base. The forest trail began gently, sunlight filtering through the canopy above, casting dappled patterns on the moss-covered ground. As we ascended higher, the atmosphere shifted imperceptibly. The air grew cooler, and a dense mist settled around us like a spectral cloak. The once lively forest grew silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves or distant caw of a crow. Undeterred by the ominous surroundings, we pressed onward, fueled by the thrill of exploration and the promise of breathtaking views from the mountain's summit. Hours passed in a blend of camaraderie and quiet contemplation as we navigated switchbacks and narrow paths carved into the mountainside. By midday, we reached a serene clearing nestled among ancient cedars, the peak of Mount Kuroshima looming majestically above. We paused to rest and refuel, our laughter mingling with the whispering wind that swept through the trees, carrying with it an indefinable sense of ancient wisdom and watchfulness. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the forest floor, we decided to pitch our tents in a secluded grove not far from where we stood. Ayumi, always the pragmatic one, found a spot shielded by towering trees and surrounded by ferns, ensuring both privacy and a clear view of the night sky. As twilight deepened into darkness, we gathered around a crackling campfire, sharing stories and marveling at the stars that dotted the heavens above. Yet, despite the warmth of the fire and the camaraderie that bound us together, an unspoken unease settled upon our group. The forest seemed to hold its breath, as if aware of our presence and the ancient secrets it guarded. It was Takashi who first noticed the subtle shift in the air, a chill that crept into our bones despite the fire's comforting glow. Yuki, ever attuned to the energies around her, spoke of feeling watched, her gaze darting nervously into the surrounding shadows. Even Ayumi, typically composed and logical, admitted to a sense of foreboding she couldn't shake. As the night wore on, strange sounds echoed through the trees. A mournful wail carried on the wind, the crackle of branches under unseen weight, and whispers that seemed to emanate from the very fabric of the forest itself. We huddled closer to the fire, seeking solace in its flickering light, but the unease only deepened. At the stroke of midnight, when the forest lay silent and the moon cast an eerie glow upon the mountain, we saw it. A fleeting figure among the trees. Pale and translucent, it moved with unearthly grace, its form blending seamlessly with the mist that clung to the forest floor. Fear froze us in place as we watched the spirit glide past, its eyes reflecting the sorrow of centuries. Without a word, we knew. Mount Kuroshima held secrets beyond our understanding, and the spirits that haunted its slopes were guardians of a realm unseen. With trembling hands and hearts heavy with awe, we extinguished the fire and retreated to our tents, each of us haunted by the spectral encounter. When morning broke, we packed our belongings in silence, the memory of that night etched into our minds like a lingering dream. As we descended the mountain, the forest returned to life around us. The birds sang once more, sunlight filtered through the leaves, and the mist dispersed like a fleeting memory. We never spoke of what we witnessed on Mount Kuroshima, yet the experience bound us together in a silent understanding. Some mysteries are best left undisturbed, their truths hidden in the depths of ancient woods and whispered by the wind on misty mountainsides. And so, Mount Kuroshima remains, a silent sentinel watching over its secrets, guarded by the spirits that dwell within its shadowed embrace.